The gravity hype train continues to roll through LCS town, and I'm joined by Bunny, who lands so many hooks. Bunny, what's going on? What's the internal feeling on gravity right now? Because you guys seem to be doing pretty well.
Even when things are down or whether they're going good, the whole team environment's like still steady and good. Like Cobb was saying, how it's like best team environment you ever had or whatever. So it's all good, even though we're doing well.
When Cobb says something like that, what does that mean? Like, oh, it's easy to hear like the best team environment ever, but like, what does that actually mean?
Just like sometimes teams or players will have like they'll feel down about going into scrims and waking up every day, I guess, and that's just like terrible to have in a team environment. It won't help anything basically. And now since everyone's like happy to play, happy to like go get dinner together, whatever, I think it's all good.
But are people waking up and they're like, yeah, scrims or whatever, or is it just sort of like? Because I look at Saint Vicious, and he's an admitted apathetic apathist. Let's go with that. Apathetic. You understand where I'm going with this, right? Good. Hopefully they do too. But you like, is it just sort of like, yeah, this is the same as usual, or are these wins like pumping you guys up and getting you going?
I guess near since it's like end of the season, Yeah. So good thing we're doing good now, I guess, and we just gotta like stay on top of the meta and hopefully we continue into the playoffs, I guess, if we make it, which I don't know.
When you look at these like TSM and CLG, like the Titans are playing right now, right? Do you think that there's a chance that you guys could win playoffs or go up against them?
I think honestly anyone can make a run in playoffs just because how often the game changes. Yeah. And like whoever's on top of the meta for that 1 week or 2 weeks or whatever could like win games, I guess.
Tell me about what goes on behind the scenes with the team when you guys are pulling out these like strange picks. Like obviously we had the Urgot mid, right? So how does this happen? Does like Keane just like walk out of the shower and it's like Urgot? Hey, you guys are like, please put some clothes on, Keane, and he's like Urgot. Like what? How does this actually work?
Pretty much, that's how it works. No.
Wow. That's how would I have guessed that? That's crazy.
No, just like just messing around on champion sometimes, honestly, and just like playing random stuff in solo queue, and then it's like, all right, we'll just try this in a scrim. Like one day, Saint went through like every jungler in a scrim day. We're just like, Saint, why are you playing these heroes? But like randomly, like one will work, and we'll just keep trying it out, keep playing it, maybe make a comp around it or whatsoever. Yeah.
I think it's kind of exciting because a lot of people, for good reason, like to stick within the meta and like they look at Korea and see what's performing really well over there and maybe what's performing well in solo queue and that kind of thing, and then. For you guys are tending to or training towards these kind of strange, oddball. I mean, Saint called it a cheese pick, right? So, is that intentional? Is it just sort of the players that want to do that, or are you guys like, oh, that's how we can upset some of these other teams?
We definitely look at other regions and like LPL, LCK, all that good stuff. But one thing that Keane does, he just like looks up Faker on op.gg. He's like, he's playing this, I'm playing this week. Okay. Pretty much Faker. That's where all it comes from, Keane. But Urgot was his own thing. He just loves playing that. It's just a combination of what other people are playing and then our own play styles put together.
So when the analysts are looking to prepare for Gravity, they should just also go to op.gg and be like, okay, here's what Faker's been playing. We're going to ban this.
Pretty much, yeah.
Whenever you pick something like Urgot, is it like, oh gosh, we have to build a team comp around it, or is it just sort of like we're all just going to do our own? Is it almost like a solo queue thing where it's like you just lock in the champion you want and that's what happens?
We have some structure behind it, but we like try to fit other champions that work with other champions, so we kind of get a good feel about it. But it's not completely random, but it's also not like we're playing this hero, here's a perfect team comp for it, etc.
When you guys joined the LCS, you kind of got in via this last chance thing, right? And so a lot of people maybe didn't have the highest expectations for you guys because you kind of got in at the bottom. You started at the bottom, now you here, right? I think that's a common phrase that's applicable in this situation. And yet you guys have consistently shown yourself as a team that's able to hang out towards the top. So why do you think it is? Why do you think that you guys have been able to, just in your very first split, take like a pretty good hold on the LCS?
I think we just have been together as a team for quite a while now, I guess. And like going through the whole challenger process, going to the LCS, it's like brings a chip on your shoulder or like more motivation, I guess. Just having that, knowing that, and like being a team for a while and going through all that stuff together. I think it definitely helps a lot. Like C9 in a way, they've been together for a while, all that stuff.
I don't know if that's a team you want to emulate right now.
They're doing fine.
Did you see them at IM?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I think you should be like TSM. They're a team that's not been very. Yeah. Okay. Now, you're actually someone who's pretty fun to talk to about this stuff because you've got like people like St. Vicious that have been around for a very long time. You've got some of these like newer players that have started showing up or some of these imports, but you just sort of like hung out a little bit. Like you were on Curse for a little bit, and then now you're here. I remember interviewing you. Maybe that was like the first week that you came in. You still had a stuffed animal with you because you were like, I was a security bunny. Had maybe a little bit of teenage awkwardness around you. Now look at you.
Screw you.
What? This is something that other people who will remain nameless have commented on Twitter publicly, people that you're friends with. And so it's interesting to talk to you. What do you think of like looking where you are now, looking at like that first week, right, coming in as Curse? Like, what's the differences? Like, how do you feel when you look back to that very first week of your play at the LCS?
They called me ugly, by the way, not awkward or whatever. So, yeah. I don't know. Looking back, I guess just playing some more video games and just going along with it. Nothing too big, or special.
I try to reach for like I'm like, yeah, it's so different. Like I just remember coming in, it was like such a big deal, and now I'm here every week, and like I'm on a stable team. I'm not the new guy anymore, and you're like, yeah, just playing video games. Nobody's ever, ESPN's never gonna enter this because they're just like, there's just players are just like, yeah, I just play video games and it works. Keane comes out of the shower, picks Urgot, like all this stuff. Yeah. Who's your favorite player on Gravity?
Really on the spot? I'd say.
Who are you close here? I mean, that's kind of a troll question, right? But who are you closest with on the team? Like, who do you spend the most time with?
I'd say me and Comp have like similar sense of humor, I guess. So we mess around a lot, I guess.
It's good because you guys are kind of the bot lane, so that works out well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you and him good buds?
Yeah.
You do the solo queue?
Comp doesn't play much solo queue, but I'll harass him every now and then. Our new thing now, because he like
the Maple story.
Oh, yeah. That's why we 2-0 this week, by the way. Yeah, don't tell anyone about our secrets.
You were gonna say your new thing now?
Yeah, we're trying to get home really fast, so I'm kind of upset this interview's taking a while because double experience is going on in Maple Story. We have to grind.
Let's start at the beginning for you. So, you're from San Diego, California, right?
Shout out to my sponsors.
Do you guys have a sponsor right now?
No, I'm just kidding.
The joke kind of backfired. You have anything you'd like to say to any of your fans out there, buddy?
Thank you for all the support. I know. Nice having you. On my Snapchat, I get a good thresh game, buddy, and like a nice, funny little selfie. Those are always nice to have.
What's your Snapchat?
I think Bunny Fufu with 2 U's on each one.
So they could send you snaps.
I'm yet to get a penis, by the way. Yeah. Or boobs, so it's kind of even.
The camera's rolling, so no. There's a lot of jokes that are going through my mind right now, but I'm like, well, I was like, nope, not appropriate. No, can't do that. Probably not that one. Check out the rest of our coverage of all things LCS at ongamers.com.